It's not really a secret to learn that in the world of Hollywood, there are some TV shows out there that just have absolutely no reason to go on as long as they do. There are so many TV shows out there that just desperately need to end and have no real reason to be as long as they gone on for. Like, for example, Grey's Anatomy, a show that has like 17 seasons, and I have no idea why. Like, I don't understand why it takes 17 seasons to tell the story about whatever's going on in that doctor's office. Like it must have been fucking 30 wars that's happening in that damn office for it to be 17 seasons. It makes no sense. I don't understand why it goes on for so long. And then obviously there are a lot of other shows that are great that just need to end because they've gone on to the point where it's just unbearable. Like SpongeBob. The first 3 seasons of SpongeBob were absolutely goated. Some of the best TV you will ever watch is in the first 3 seasons of SpongeBob. But now the show has just completely melted itself to the point where every new episode is just so weird and just unfunny because they try way too hard to do references of older things about SpongeBob, and then it's just not funny. It's just really not funny anymore. And it's sad because, you know, SpongeBob isn't a goated show. It's one of the greatest TV shows of all time, at least the first 3 seasons are, and he is one of the most well-known TV characters of all time. But they're just doing so much with it, and almost all of it is just unbearable. It's just not fun to watch. And then, of course, there's the infamous Big Mouth. Big Mouth has absolutely no reason to keep going. It's absolutely terrible. It's disgusting. And there is no reason, no real, like, actual logical reason for a show like Big Mouth to be getting so many seasons, for Netflix to cancel so many different shows to keep working on that awful fucking show. It makes no sense why it goes on for so long. Basically, my point is there are a lot of TV shows out there that have just been milked to death. Like, TV shows that have no point to keep going, yet they still just do it because money. But even though this TV show has literally only been out for almost a year, I think it's been milked more than any other show that I've ever seen because there's no reason. Like, this show should have ended after the first 2 episodes. And it's Velma. I think Velma may be the most hated cartoon I've ever seen. I don't think I've ever seen a cartoon that has had more hate towards it than Velma. Like, I don't think I've seen a single positive thing online about this show. Velma is terrible. Like, it's just absolutely terrible because, first off, it's a Scooby-Doo show that doesn't have Scooby-Doo. They just completely erase him from this IP, which is thank God, honestly, because I don't know what Scooby-Doo would be like in this IP, but they erase him from this IP. And honestly, thank God, because it would have been a disaster if Scooby-Doo was in this film. And then, you know, just of course, just completely replacing Shaggy with Norville. And then just like every character just sucks. Like, it's a terrible show. It has no reason to keep going. It's a terrible show. Yet I just learned that there are still going on with this awful show. And I have no idea why. I legitimately have no idea why. Because this, like I say, this may be the most hated cartoon show I've ever seen. Like, I can guarantee you can find more positive things about Saddam Hussein than you can about Velma. There is nothing that is positive about Velma. Like, literally, you could find more positive things in literal psychopaths than you can in the show. Like, I don't think I've ever seen a single positive thing about Velma. There has not been anything. No positives. It's all negatives for this awful show. And I haven't seen an episode of it yet, but I've seen that it's basically being hated on everywhere. And I just found, the reason I'm talking about this is because I saw the whole Halloween special they made, and I have no idea why they keep trying to go with this show. Nobody's gonna like it. It doesn't matter what you do with this show. It's already become hated after like 6 episodes. This is what I think about TV shows. I think when you make a TV show and it's bad after 6 episodes, just hang it up. Just hang it up at that point. Like, it's not gonna get better. It's not gonna get better. And we have seen that with the Rick and Morty anime, which has apparently been awful. It's been absolutely horrible, and after like 6 seasons, it's become just downright unwatchable. I haven't seen it yet, and I doubt I will, because I've never really been the biggest fan of Rick and Morty. I still seen some clips of it, though. Rick and Morty is pretty funny, but I've just never really been into Rick and Morty that much. But apparently a lot of people are saying that Rick and Morty is like if you never watch Rick and Morty and try to base it off of what you've seen from Rick and Morty. Apparently that's what the film was like, and Velma, it just tries way too hard to be like an adult version of like a kid's IP, and it just sucks. Like, it's just, there's no reason. There's absolutely no reason for the show to keep going. This just needs to end because nobody's gonna care about this show. And Yeah, I think I'll watch the Halloween special. I'm not. There's no way I'm watching these seasons of Velma. There's absolutely no way I'm gonna watch this. But I will watch the Halloween special to see if it's bad or what. Like, it's not gonna be good. I can already tell this is not gonna be good. But yeah, we're just gonna give it a watch though, real quick right now. But yeah, honestly, that's about it. I'm out of here. Did you think the video was over? I thought it was. I actually thought it was. I thought the video was gonna end right there. But there's actually very shocking news I just found out about this show that makes me pump my fists in excitement. The Velma show has been canceled today. Apparently, Max has confirmed that the Velma show has been canceled. And I guarantee you there were more people shocked about Victor Wembanyama getting picked #1 in the NBA draft than people shocked about the show being canceled. Because, like I said in previously, there was no reason for the show to keep going. There is actually no reason for this show to keep going. And they just finally realized no one cares about this show, and they just finally canceled it. I also don't know what they were expecting with this show. I don't understand why they expected anyone to just, like, turn on the show for it to be any good. It's not. It's clearly not good. After, like, the first 2 seasons, it was already completely hated on. Yet they decided to keep going with a whole nother season of this awful show. And oh my god, is it just so exciting to finally see this show get canceled? Because it's terrible. It's absolutely terrible. And I don't know why I just found out about this literally right after I ended recording of the first clip, but this show has finally been canceled, and it's amazing. It's an amazing feeling. But that's actually it. I'm out of here.